Hello there internet, it's MegaMogwai here, and I got another video for you guys today. And today we'll play some Butcher Grixis, or Bamboozle Grixis. You can choose whichever term you like, because both of them actually apply to this deck list right here. This was a deck that I found in the Mythic Championship Qualifier deck list for day one, like the ones that actually made it to day two. And most of, the decks there were, strategies and archetypes that we have already seen before, right? Like, not the most original stuff, nothing too fancy, just, your standard mono red aggro, your Gruul, your 4-color Dreadhorde here and there. But this one really caught my attention because it is a Grixis list, which is not anything new, but it runs Dreadhorde Butcher alongside Captain Lannery Storm and Legion Warboss in the main deck as our early game snowbally hasty threat, alongside the Dragon Duel here, or Double Dragon, with Nico Bolas Ravager and Dragon God as a 4 of each, to represent our late game powerhouse, right? So the cool thing about this deck, and what I've done with the sideboard to kind of like add in a pretty cool strategy to this, is I modified the sideboard significantly, because what I want to do is I want to be able to bamboozle my opponents. Hence, the Bamboozle Grixis potential name, as well as we have a sideboard that can convert this into a somewhat of a control Grixis post game one, after they've seen our threats in Butcher and Legion Warboss. So while our opponent may want to sideboard in their AoE cards or their little creature killers, we only have Nico Bolas Ravager as a creature after this swap, and we pack in quite a bit of reactiveness, right? This is a strategy that we can take when we're facing Planeswalker or control-driven decks, right? Like when we're facing aggressive or mid-rangey styles of matchups, we can actually take this approach and surprise our opponents. And that is the general idea with this. As you can see, we have double duress, 1 stroke, 2 negates, Cry the Carnarium, Ob Nixos' Cruelty, 2 Ritual Suits, 2 Ross's Contempt, 1 Enter the God Eternals, and Big Brother Eugene as our options here. And in the main board, we have 4 Shocks alongside 3 Spell Pierce to really enhance our tempo in game one, especially really relevant versus the likes of mono red aggro as well. Spell Pierce is very good against that matchup, and also against Planeswalkers decks in general. It's actually perhaps the best counter spell in this meta, because it's early on and it can be a very efficient way to counter 3-mana spells rather easily. I don't know, I think Spell Pierce is pretty good here, and generally speaking, we got a pretty cool deck list that can potentially ramp as well with Lannery Storm as we're applying aggression, and get Nico Bolas Dragon God a little bit early as well. So the idea is to have our turn 4 be very powerful, and just kind of like finish off where the little guys have started. So without further ado, we're going to hop on to the ranked ladder. I am in the percentage range, because I have decayed a hell of a lot since I have not played in the past few days in ranked. Actually, I haven't played ranked for like, how many days now? Like 5 or something? So we gotta retain our honor and glory, and we gotta hop onto that top 1,000 again, hopefully. So we're gonna play some best of 3, and that was a 3-minute intro. So yeah, impressive. I mean, generally speaking, I do want to take more time explaining the decks and such, because I do know a lot of you like that. But at the same time, I am in a little bit of a hurry today, because I gotta get today's video out, and I also got to start preparing other videos. I am going to get back to streaming very soon. Like I said, I was in a bit of a break doing other things, and it's felt quite good, right? It's quite refreshing. This is a keeper. Why is this a keeper? Because we have a turn 2 Butcher and a turn 3 Legion Warboss. If only we were going first. That's an interesting subject, though. Something I've been thinking a lot about this metagame in Magic the Gathering. I think it's really... It really showcases the difference between going first and second. Like, the player who's on the play has a tremendous advantage, and I think that's always been a thing in Magic, but I think it's more obvious now, because I don't know, like I feel like this metagame, I don't know, let me know in the comments if you agree with me, but I think in this metagame the sheer advantage of going first is just super polarized, and I don't know, I feel like it really swings games. The more I play, the more I realize this. And I'm not sure if this was as big of a deal before. I think Planeswalkers, or like at least the heavy presence of them, has really made a difference in that regard. Alright, so he's going to be able to answer our Butcher. Immediately, he's going to shock him. We cry every time. In response, we are going to drop a Blood Crypt. We're going to pay for it. We're going to drop Legion Warboss. And we are going to get back at it again. We are facing Izzet, so they have a lot of little guy removal, as I like to call it. You know, shocks, lava coils, etc. So we'll see if they can actually get the Phoenix going on this early on in the match. They have 4 mana, and they did pay for that Steam Vents right there. 4 cards in hand. Okay, yeah. Finale of Promise. That is actually really good. Hopefully I don't see another bird here. That's really good for my opponent. But at least no bird. At least no second bird, which is nice. I think I have several options here, but I think we're clearly going to go for the Nicol Bolas. We're gonna attack. And we gonna ravage your way. We are vulnerable to a lava coil here, but we do have a blocker. I'm gonna have to go Dragon God. He could have an opt, but
Will be mine. Perish.
again, we are going to hope for the lack of removal on his part. Okay, there's the opt. Arc-like Phoenix decks in general do not tend to run dive down. That's more like the old school Drake deck. They don't tend to run dive down, and they also don't tend to run... Ooh, what is this? Alright, at least we can Daredevil and Lava Claw that away. That's... Well, okay, so... We lose Nikki B here.
I have a plan.
But we can still do this. I don't think we need the Spell Pierce enabled at this point. I think the odds of us being able to yeah, I think we'd rather just keep the shock and not take the extra damage. We're gonna attack him. We're gonna enter this tapped, and we're gonna keep our shock enabled. We're gonna wait for the we're actually gonna wait for the battle phase to do it. And I should have yeah, it seems like we're still yeah. Alright, let's not review anymore. I think the Spell Pierces certainly didn't do the job for us. Okay, it seems like we were looking forward to stabilizing there, but unfortunately we did not. We're going to add in Enter the God Eternals, Rasa's Contempt. We're going to add in Obnixos' Cruelty, Cry of the Carnarium, Duress as well. I think this Dayful Stroke is also justified here. And potentially negates. I don't like the Spell Pierces in this matchup. I do like the negates, but I don't like the Spell Pierces. And I also do not like my creatures. I'm going to try to bamboozle my opponent here. Despite the fact that we lost game 1, we don't need these resources. We got to become a control deck instead. So we're going to do that, and perhaps add in Ritual of Soot as a one-off. Though, what do we answer with Ritual of Soot? Just those guys? No, I think I'd rather have a Spell Pierce. Just focus on reactiveness and being a control deck instead. I think with this approach, we can definitely win. Because the problem is our early game aggression just gets very easily answered with this lineup. Even if we are going first. And we're going to keep this, despite the fact that we need 2 more sources of black mana to cast Dragon God here. I am going to keep it like this. I'm dropping out of the Steam Vents. Which really sucks because I would have really liked for this to be a watery grave. Because it seems we're going to be able to Nicol Bolas Ravager easily, but we're not going to be able to Dragon God here. We have an answer for a Goblin Electromancer or a Chart of Course. Neither is going to happen though, so we're just going to drop this and call that a turn. We have the negate as well. Though in this matchup, you generally want to go for the discard effects prior. Okay, we're going to let that happen. Tormenting Voice is something that we would want to counter though. The problem with Nicol Bolas is that at this stage, we're kind of doing him a favor if we discard an Arc like Phoenix. So until I see like actual discarding mechanics, I'm not going to go for it. I also want to watch out for when I play Nicol. Like, I can't rush Dragon God because he's likely packing in some counter spells himself. He could also have a Disdainful Stroke. I mean, it's not like I can play, like, it's not, even if I top deck a land, it's not like I can play that. Cool story, bro. Oh my god, dude. It's kind of crazy. I'd like to look at my mana distributions here because all right. I'm gonna play Ravager now. Even if I discard the Yard like Phoenix, I don't mind. At this point, I don't mind. I need to actually apply some pressure. I need to put it into this game soon. I can now counter spell. I can actually spell pierce here. This guy's all about the nice. He's dropped like 17 nices at this point throughout this game. There's another one. We are gonna start smacking him. We're gonna start smacking him hard. We're gonna go for the duress. And then we have double negate to back it up there. Okay, we're definitely gonna get rid of Finale of Promise here. Wait for it. Nice. Number 18 incoming. There you go. I think my opponent doesn't like the fact that I'm playing cards. Oh my god, dude. You've got to be fucking shitting me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, at least we get to flip this guy over. But god damn, dude. I cannot find, like, the third. I'm gonna go for a nice, too. Nice. Nice! Alright, what do we want?
Is at my disposal. I always have an answer.
Oh, that I'm gonna get another nice for him.
I know what must be done.
Believe me, this is gonna get another nice from him. I paid for that, though I probably shouldn't have because I'm gonna answer that anyways. I just kinda did that without thinking. Yep. It's indeed very nice, buddy. Okay, so what shall we do? Just take away the opt. Why not? Alright. So even the odds versus Mr. Nice. And now we're on the draw. He's playing Kefnet, which is obviously an issue for us, even though Omnix's Cruelty can potentially deal with it. It's not an easy looking matchup, let me tell you that. Alright. We will keep this. We actually have 3 sources of black mana in our opening hand, alongside all colors, all Grixis colors, I mean. If we see a Goblin Electromancer, then we would react to it, but he just leads off with the Chart of Course. No Arc-like Phoenix in hand. I'm gonna drop the Dragon Skull Summit here, because I do want to enable the Shock at instant speed. I don't need Disdainful Stroke because he doesn't have the mana to cast anything that I can counter in that sense, but if he does want to play a Crackling Drake now, then I can counter it. We have Cry the Carnarium as well for the Arc-like Phoenix, and we can counter that too. Throw him a nice. And then we can drop the Dragon Skull Summit, and we can go for the Nicol Bolas. Dropping a Lightning Strike. Gonna need a Lava Coil. Gonna drop our Drowned Kitakum, and we're gonna call that a turn. I'm gonna cast this down. Unfortunately, a 2-for-1 trade in my opponent's favor there. I would love to see a Dragon God, though that's just not happening anytime soon. I mean, we have 4 Dragon Gods and Eugene, so we got all that to hope to draw into. Alrighty. Take that hit. We're gonna banish that Arc-like Phoenix. Hi. And we have a very reactive hand, right? Unfortunately. We can't counter this. Alright, so another bird. Unfortunately, we are getting flooded here. We're drawing too many lands. I could have waited with my... I could have definitely waited with my Cry the Carnarium. I could have tried for him to set up a bigger board so that I could catch both, right? Like, that is something I could have definitely done. I'm gonna try to save Nicol Bolas. It's basically my only way of winning this game at this point. Let's see my opponent, you know, goes Yu-Gi-Oh on me. Okay, so I want to keep, I want to make sure. Three, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Thought I was fighting dragons when I was truly fighting ants. Isn't death amusing?
So I'm gonna go ahead with Nicol Bolas. Maybe I should have negated that. But I will negate this. Nice! Let's nice him. What a nice game. What a nice series. What a nice guy. Hi. You're totally not annoying as fuck. Not annoying. Not annoying, buddy. Not at all. Alright, let's draw 2 cards.
My knowledge is
There we
endless.
go.
Brutality suits me well. I know all there is to know.
Hello. I could... Okay, so he could top deck some crazy burst, and he could kill me. I'm not gonna attack, because he could, like, top deck into, like, an opt, and basically get a crazy curve going on. I missed out on lethal by doing that.
Everything is power, and I am everything.
Cool story, bro. Oh, well, you look at that. Nice indeed. I mean, there's no reason. Like, I just have Nicol Bolas Dragon God here, right? So that's all I need to do. I guess I can draw 2 more cards here. Yeah.
Genius is unmatched.
Double dragon, boys. Double dragon this bitch. And now we can just do this. Because now we do have the cast down in the back. Yeah, nice. I think y'all wanted this to happen like 15 minutes ago. Will you look at that? Get out of here. Not bad. I'm not gonna lie. That was extra satisfying. Because I'm not against emoting. And we even got a pack on top of that. But, you know, to spam it like that, I'm just gonna say that felt really good. I'm not gonna dwell too much on it, but I really wanted to win that series against Mr. Nice Guy. So, yeah, it's a short video of what I'm giving you guys today, and I didn't really showcase much of Butcher Grixis per se. This trio definitely wins a lot of games, but that specific matchup was not really the one I was looking forward to showcasing this off. But at least, I guess I can go with Obnixos' Cruelty. In did I even play this card? I don't even know. By the way, I don't know if you guys realize, but whenever you play a game in MTG Arena now, after the patch, the whole this like static bug noise thing happens. So yeah, leave a like for nice. You know, get me. Hopefully I can see some nice exclamation on the comment section down below. And that's what I'm going to say. Have this whole day. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for daily MTG videos. Have a nice day, and I'll fucking stop there. Love ya. I'll see you tomorrow.